Kia ora koutou. Check out the process of making this awesome toki. Started with a very translucent piece of Kahurangi Jade. The customer was adamant that those were two things that were really important. You can see me marking out some fractures that we wanted to avoid. But yeah, adamant about the translucency and that really bright, crisp green sort of colour. The cutting out is always a bit of a nervous and telling time, whether it's going to start holding together. We actually started with a different piece of Pounamu to start with, and it didn't hold together well enough, a bit broke off. And to be honest, it happened to this one too. You can see now the corner of it broke off there, and I was thinking we might have to start again for the third time. I managed to work with the piece though, so when I carved it down, you can see it's all sorted. So carved that little chip out of it, and we're working through some different grades now. So I got the shape, got the final form of what we're looking at. Need to get a bit of sanding done over the whole thing before we get onto the detail part. Now doing a quarter is the most painstaking and careful piece of a design like this. If you don't get it right, it doesn't look right. So I spend a lot of time getting the drawing in the right place, and then starting to carve out the indent into this. Just slowly, piece by piece. You don't want to make a mistake and work outside the lines. I use my silver pen here to mark the outside edge of where the koru is going to be, because when it's under the water it can be really hard to see. Now I'm working right up to the edge. Now I'm making the final level of where it's going to end up. Get my carbide sticks out to sand the indent part of the koru. And there's the halfway shot. Beautiful translucency. You can see that koru really stands out in it. Now doing the little holes in the koru was a bit of a painstaking job. A little tiny 1mm burr, sphere burr doing that. Putting in the notches for the lashing at the top. Really important to get these leveled and balanced too. And this is where I put my signature, a little CP at the top for Campbell Potter, hiding it underneath the lashing. And at this point it's pretty much done. I'm putting on final polish and a buff, so I'll be ready for lashing. And at this point I start to really see the Toki for what it is, with its colouring, with its finale. It's when I put it in front of the camera, like for these shots here, it all kind of comes together for me. Up until this point I'm thinking about shapes and form and all that sort of stuff. But now it all comes together and I can see the beauty, the real beauty in the taonga. And this one's got a lot of meaning for its new owner, and a really beautiful pendant. Really proud of this. Ngā mihi.